Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices and guide you. You give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard cold goodnight. Baby, hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light.
While some chase luxury, our family craves adventure. Back in 2015, John and I set out on a journey traveling, exploring, and living our best lives, young and free. Our world shifted as we built our little family, priorities changed, and the pandemic put our travels on pause. But as time passed, something was missing: the thrill of discovering new places. So we're back at it, but this time with our little crew in tow. Join us, the Francisco fam, as we embark on a mission to explore all 82 provinces of the Philippines, one stop at a time. This is Ishan, Kali, Ate Nora, John, and me, Sheena. Buckle up, we're off to the next stop. Buckle up, everyone, we're off to the next stop. We're heading to one of the Philippines' rising travel gems, famously known as the Island of Fire, Siquijor. Since there's no direct flight or airport in Siquijor, we booked a flight from Manila to Dumaguete. From there, we'll hop on a fast craft that will take us straight to Siquijor Port. Good morning, guys. So, dito kami ngayon sa Dumaguete Airport dahil punta tayo ng Siquijor. When we landed at Dumaguete Airport, we decided to walk outside the airport gates instead of hopping on a tricycle right away. Why? Because the tricycle fare from inside the airport ranges from 300 pesos to 500 pesos. While if you catch one just outside, it only costs around 100 pesos. Laking tipid, di ba? The ride from the airport to the port takes about 15 to 20 minutes. But before heading straight to the airport, we made a quick stop at the ticketing area to buy our fastcraft tickets bound for Siquijor Port. Ayan, so dito na tayo sa port. Dito tayo sa ticketing area. Dito na tayo bibili ng ticket. Meron ding nagbebenta online. Meron mga nagbebenta online. Pero hindi kami bumili dun ng ticket online kasi may mga nagsasabi na may times na hindi nila naaabutan yung trip nila kasi nag-delay yung flight. Eh dito naman maraming binibentang available na ticket. So hindi na ako nag-book ng ticket online. So correction pala, 150 yung bayad sa tricycle, dalawa na kami. Akala ko 150 per head. Mura pa din kasi 250 sa airport. So bili muna tayo ng ticket. So guys, nakakuha tayo ng ticket. As of now, kasi dalawa lang yung open. Yung isa Ocean Jet, yung isa Montenegro. Kasi yung Ocean Jet kasi 11 AM pa no? 11 AM pa yung Ocean Jet. So bumili tayo sa Montenegro. 9 AM, fast craft na siya. 45 minutes lang yung biyahe. Yung isa kasi, Naroro, 2 hours. So, doon tayo sa fast craft. Yung bayad doon is 325 per head. So, kami dalawa ni Dad, naka 650. Kasi 325 isa eh. So, yun. Ngayon, 7:30 pa lang. Meron pa tayong 1.5 hour. So, ikot-ikot muna tayo. Tingnan natin kung ano pwede natin mabili. At saka kainin. Let's go! After securing our tickets, we headed straight into the port to wait for our boarding time.
If you want to save some time, I highly recommend booking your Fastcraft tickets online. Siquijor has become a popular tourist destination, so ticketing lines can get pretty long. While there are now several Fastcraft and Roro schedules available, tickets still sell out quickly because of the steady flow of tourists. Inside the port, there are food stalls where you can grab a quick bite if you're hungry. The waiting areas are clean and comfortable. And the best of all, the entire port is air-conditioned, which makes the wait more pleasant.
So ayun guys, dito na kami ngayon sa Fastcraft. Nakasakay na kami. So bali, ang sistema dito, dun sa ticket na binili nyo or bibilin nyo, meron na dong seat number. So sinusulat kamay na lang yun nung nandun sa ticketing booth. So supposedly dun tayo sa dulo, pero nagkagulo na rin kasi yung seat number. So anong nangyari, lumipat na tayo dito sa harapan, which I think is okay din kasi tapat tayo ng TV. Pero parang mas nakakahilo dito dad kasi diba sa ano, pag ganon-ganon. Yun.
Nakakahilo pag may TV.
Oo. Nakihilo ngayon kasi medyo malakas yung alon. Hindi pa umaandar. So, medyo may kalakasan yung alon. Ngayon, pag gewang-gewang kami ganyan. So, kung meron kayong mga sickness sa ganitong sa dagat or whatever, magdala na lang kayo ng mga gamot-gamot siguro. Tapos yung mga parang inhalers na menthol. Kasi medyo nakakahilo siya.
Yung mga Bonamine.
Yung mga Bonamine, ganyan. Para di kayo masukat. Right now, hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo dito, but yung mga ulo, ayan o. So, medyo maraming pasahero. Marami talagang pasahero actually. Na in-expect ko na rin naman na. Kasi diba lately, medyo sumisikat na yung Siquijor. So, dumadami yung turista. Kaya yan, medyo maraming ano ngayon, turista na pumupunta ngayon. Hindi naman puno yung Fastcraft, pero maraming turista pa din. So yun, ang biyahe natin going to Siquijor is 45 minutes daw dito sa Fastcraft. Kung Roro yung kinuha natin, that is 2 hours. So mabilis lang, 45 minutes nandun na tayo. So pahinga muna kami kasi nakakahilo yung ugan. Saan ka ano? Bakit sa mata? Nakakahilo. Papahinga muna kami.
After 45 minutes, we finally arrived at Siquijor Port. The weather was clear and sunny.
Hi guys! So, andito na tayo ngayon sa Siquijor. After 45 minutes of Fastcraft travel, nandito na tayo sa Siquijor. And grabe, totoo nga yung sinasabi nila, maganda daw talaga yung port ng Siquijor. Port pa lang maganda na, as in. So, pakita ko sa inyo yung itsura ng port nila. It looks magical and malinis yung port nila compared sa port ng iba. Kaya, grabe. Tsaka ha, walang amoy yung port nila iba kasi amoy malansa. Dito maganda and walang amoy lansa. Kaya, talagang ma-amaze ka kasi port pa lang maganda na.
Siquijor Port is easily one of the most beautiful ports in the Philippines. It felt almost magical. The water was incredibly clear, which is surprising considering it's just a port and not even a designated tourist spot.
Can't seem to breathe when you're with me.
So yun guys, nakalabas na tayo ng port. Naglakad tayo dito sa labas hanggang dito sa tricyclean. Sakay tayo tricycle papunta sa Treasure Island Beach Resort. So yung mga tricycle dito, medyo may kamahalan yung rate. Huwag na kayo magulat. Nabasa ko rin na medyo may kamahalan, so hindi na ako nagulat. 300 per trip yung tricycle. So, from port papunta dun sa resort. Yan, so, ginawa na natin kasi dati naman choice yung mga nabasa at saka napanood ko. Same lang din talaga. 300 din yung usual. Meron pa nga mga 600. So, ayun. Pero maganda na paglabas ng port, lakad kayo dun sa gilid. Dito kayo pumunta sa may parang Toda. Kasi dito, may taripa sila. Yung iba kasi, yung lumalapit sa mga guests, mga usually nag-offer ng mahal na rate. So, make sure na pupunta kayo dito sa may parang Toda or sa parang pila ng tricycle. So, may mga bangko rin dito. In case na wala kayong cash at kailangan nyo mag-withdraw, may mga nadaanan kaming bangko na pwede kayo makapag-withdraw. So, hindi naman issue dito yung ATM.
Siquijor Port is located in Siquijor Town. So if you booked your accommodation in San Juan, like we did, you'll need to take a tricycle ride, which typically costs around 300 pesos to 350 pesos. The travel time is about 20 to 25 minutes.
So yun guys, we're here in our accommodation. Treasure Island yung pangalan ng accommodation na binook ko. So it's here in San Juan, Siquijor. So halos lahat ng accommodations and yung mga pinaka-sentro talaga for the tours and all that, San Juan talaga yung dapat yung hanapin if you're going here in Siquijor. Kasi dito talaga nakasentro yung mga accommodations, yung mga hotel, yung mga lodging, ganyan. So, tabi-tabi na yan, marami na dito. So, ang pinili ko is yung Treasure Island. Dito ko siya binook sa Agoda. So, ito yung rate niya. You can also look for other accommodations. Halos lahat naman yan tapat ng beach. So, itong pinili ko specifically is beachfront siya. And tahimik kasi yung lugar kaya ako siya pinili. So, from the port up to here sa Treasure Island, medyo nagets ko na kung bakit siya 300 per ride. Kasi medyo may kalayuan siya. Hindi naman siya sobrang layo, pero okay na for 300 kasi around mga 15 to 20 minutes din yung biyahe from port up to here sa San Juan. So, ayun, tatry natin kung papayagan tayo mag-early check-in because it's only 11 a.m. So, ang check-in talaga is 2 p.m., diba? But we will try kasi pagod na rin kami and maaga yung flight natin kanina. So, let's go inside. Doon yung reception na doon.
Most of the popular accommodations in Siquijor are located in San Juan, as this is where you'll find majority of tourists, restaurants, and hotel accommodations. We booked our stay at Treasure Island Beach Resort through Agoda, and I was honestly so happy with the experience. For such an affordable price, we got to enjoy a peaceful island vibe in a place that was both clean and cozy. And the best part? The property is right on the beach. This villa was our home for 4 days and 3 nights, and it truly made our stay in Siquijor extra special.
So yun guys, hatid na tayo sa kwarto. But before that, yung receptionist na mention niya na may naghatid daw nung motor natin dito sa accommodation natin or dito sa hotel natin. Ito yung motor. Ang cute, di ba? Fascio ang brand. Ayan yung so Scoot to Go. Kay Scoot to Go tayo kumuha ng motor. Kasi sila yung nakita ko na nag-offer ng motor bike rental. So 500 per day lang ang rental ng motor nila. Kaya kinuha ko na kasi maganda yung itsura ng motor plus mura lang. So ang eksena ng travel natin ngayon is may pagka DIY kasi na-research ko, madali lang naman libutin yung island ng Siquijor. So we're kind of confident na kahit na hindi naman na siguro kumuha ng tour operator or parang tour guide, okay lang kasi madali lang siyang libutin with the help of maps. You know, so yan, later on explore natin yung island. At andito na rin tayo sa kwarto natin. So, tour ko kayo sa room para makita nyo, and in case baka makonsider nyo na dito mag-book on your travel here in Siquijor.
The villa we stayed in was incredibly spacious, and we stayed at the ground floor since another guest was occupying the second level. Our room came with its own private veranda, perfect for relaxing and enjoying the island. Inside, it featured a king-size bed, a mini fridge, and a coffee and tea corner, a closet, and a simple and yet clean bathroom. It had everything we needed for a comfortable and cozy stay.
So yun guys, nakita nyo na nga yung kwarto natin. And what I love about this room is ang dami niyang sockets. Ang dami niyang saksakan. One. Tapos meron ba dito? Yan. Two. Meron pa dito? Yan. Three. Tapos di ko alam kung meron dito sa CR. Meron ba? Wala na. Pero, yun, ang dami niyang saksakan. Even ata dito meron. Of course, meron dito sa likod ng ref kasi syempre, sinaksak yung ref. So, that's what I love about it kasi marami siyang socket. Kasi nga, for someone na gaya namin, ang daming equipment, kailangan namin mag-charge ng equipment each time na nandito kami sa kwarto. Kasi isa sa mga mistake ko today is hindi ko nadala yung extension cord namin na usual namin dinadala kada magta-travel. Kasi kakagaling lang namin last weekend sa Calaguas. And dahil sa pagod, hindi namin alam kung saan nailagay sa loob ng bahay yung extension. So good thing, marami silang socket dito. So yun, napahinga muna siguro kami. Although dumating na yung motor natin sa labas, siguro later na lang kami mag-iikot. We'll rest first kasi nga ang aga nung flight natin earlier. So, pahinga muna kami.
Yung pinapasok tayo.
Oo, buti pinapasok kami agad. Yun nga pala. Kasi, di ba sa ibang hotel, hindi sila pumapayag na early check-in or may bayad, may extra payment kapag early check-in. Dito, hindi. Wala naman sinabi. Pinayagan na kami agad mag-check-in kahit mas maaga ng onte. So, meron din silang mini ref. And then, yung kama nila, kung nakita nyo kanina dun sa video, ang kapal niya. Kapal yung kama nila. Tapos, king size siya. King size bed siya. Yan. So, yun. Very island vibe naman yung tsura niya. Decent naman. Marami naman kasi dito may kita sa Siquijor na mas magandang hotel, I think. Pero, mas mahal na kasi siya and mostly nasa labas naman kami. Basta mahalaga, safe yung mga gamit and makakatulog kami ng maayos. Okay na kami dun. So, yun. Balik na kami mamaya. Magpahinga muna kami. So, yun guys. After umidlip ng 2 hours and after mag-shower, lumabas na kami ulit kasi hindi pa kami nagla-lunch. 2:00 na ng hapon. Pinrioritize gusto namin na makapahinga kami. So, lalabas kami ngayon para kumain ng lunch sa labas. And today kasi is not just a normal day. Kasi today is birthday ni Daddy. So, birthday ni Daddy, kaya isi-celebrate natin yon. Small celebration lang. Kain lang kami ng lunch sa labas. Meron akong nakitang restaurant sa internet na highly recommended. So, we'll go there and tingnan natin kung masarap talaga yung food. Pero sabi, ang daming nagko-comment and ang daming nag-review na masarap daw yung food. So, tatry natin. Yung birthday boy. Hello ka. ka. Happy birthday. Tara na. So, maganda yung weather ngayon. Mainit. Kanina medyo umaambaw na ulit, pero biglang gumanda. Parang, sige, go. Okay na. Nalak na natin yung bahay.
Parot sila.
We, saan? Parot yan? Ah, maliit na parot, no? Yan, may parot sila. Cute. So, here, papakita natin na mas malino yung inalkilahan nating motor.
Ito ba?
So, yan siya. Yeah, this one. Scoot to go. So, ayan yung ating inalkila. Lalagay ko dito yung rate kung magkano. Pero, 500 per day siya. So, inalkila namin siya for 4 days. Yan. Si Daddy magdadrive kasi meron siyang experience sa pagdadrive ng motor. Siya yung nagdrive ng motor namin before sa Siargao. Ako, di talaga ako marunong. Sasakyan lang alam ko siya.
Paano buksan mo?
For our first day in Siquijor, we decided to keep it chill and celebrate Dad's birthday with just one destination on the list, Paliton Beach. Since our flight was early, we also wanted to take this time to rest and ease into island life. While searching for the best food spots in Siquijor, Dagsa Resto Bar kept popping up, and for a good reason. When we got there, the place was quiet and relaxing, with a cozy tropical vibe that instantly made us feel at home. Now let's talk about the food. We ordered a seafood platter good for 4 people, even though it's just the 2 of us. It cost 2,500 and let me tell you, every bite was worth it. Everything on that platter was so good, flavorful, fresh, and absolutely satisfying. After we ate, we headed straight to Paliton Beach, which is just about 20 minutes away from Dagsa Resto Bar.
I think it's the only way I know to be alone. Too far from heartbreak, can't feel the pain. Ain't it a shame I think I sold my only soul? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady, I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready, don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends, how long till that ends? It feels like forever away. Yeah, we're on, do it all, it will never be enough. Now we're gone and we're on our way. If I stay, if I go, it won't change this lonely road. So I guess I just have to wait for the feelings to fade. Oh, for the feelings to fade.
Okay, so we're here in Paliton Beach and nakapag-park na tayo. Ayan. Marami nakapark ngayon dito ng mga motor. So, I suppose maraming tao dun sa mismong beach. Pero okay lang kasi hindi naman ganun kadami. So, we're going inside now. Napala dito, merong entrance fee na 20 pesos per head. So, okay na rin kasi that includes environmental fee. Daddy mo dyan. Go.
Tayo pwesto mahal.
You said that you've been lonely, makes you cold as ice. Hard to get to know me, the better than the lies.
Good morning! It's our second day here in Siquijor, and yup, we didn't do much last night because we were so tired. Since we still had some takeout from Dagsat Resto Bar, we just ate that for dinner and called it a night. Rest mode activated.
So yun guys, before we start our trip, nag-stop by muna kami dito sa may Cafe Guyot or Cafe Guyot to get some coffee. Kasi masarap daw dito. So, we'll grab some coffee and then tuloy-tuloy na tayo sa biyahe.
They said for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find.
Yeah, so here it is. Ito lang in-order namin. Dalawang coffee. Ano yung isa guys?
Ito yung sea salt. Tapos ito yung Spanish latte. Nahalo ko na eh.
Nahalo. Oo nga eh.
Sayang. Nahalo na namin eh. Pero maganda naman yung presentation na ilini.
It's coffee time.
After grabbing some coffee from Cafe de Guyod, we officially kicked off our tour. For our first stop, we headed to one of the most well-known bakeries and local delicacy spots in Siquijor, Pan de Bisaya.
Even now, laying down hundreds of miles away.
So yun guys, from Cafe, ano nga yan? Cafe Guyod, going to Pan de Bisaya, it's roughly 1 hour. So almost an hour na kami nagbabiyahe ngayon. Actually, pay namin, nandun na kami in 15 minutes. So, ay eksena, halos may ikot na natin yung Siquijor. Halos pa lang, hindi pa naman sobrang naikot.
Kalahati.
O kalahati na ng Siquijor yung naikot natin. Maliit lang talaga yung isla ng Siquijor. Hindi siya kasi laki ng ibang probinsya. And it's good kasi halos nakita na namin yung iba't ibang vibe dito sa Siquijor. So pansinin nyo kung saan tayo nag-i-stay sa San Juan. Nandun lahat ng resort, nandun yung beachfront, nandun yung mga bar and restaurants. So, ibang-iba yung vibe, masyadong island and tropical vibe yung nasa San Juan. Whereas dito sa mga probinsya or dito sa mga lugar na iba pa, aside from San Juan, like, nasa tayo ngayon?
Larena.
Larena, and then yung kanina Santa Maria ba yun?
Hindi, Ayaw kanina?
Oo.
San Juan.
Hindi, yung after San Juan,
Siquijor.
Siquijor.
Ganun.
Siquijor. So, yung mga nalibot natin na yun, iba rin yung vibe niya, more on may pagka-residential na siya. May pagka probinsya na talaga.
Pero dyan ka ng kalsada.
Pero maganda yung kalsada nila, walang lubak.
Walang iba.
So, very friendly para sa mga turista. At saka sa lokal na rin, pag nagmamaneho ng ganitong motor. So, super safe naman. So far, wala naman ako nakikita mga tao na barubal magmaneho. Diba no? Wala kayo na wala pa akong nakikita barubal magmaneho. Very safe sila mag-drive kahit yung mga nagmamotor. Yan o. Meron na naman kami nakita
Mga dyan.
meron na naman kami nakita dagat.
In Siquijor, Pan de Bisaya isn't just a snack. It's a bite of the island's history. Locals say the sweet coconut-filled bread has been made using the same family recipe for generations. Traditionally baked in clay ovens called pugon, which give it that nostalgic smoky flavor that takes you back in time. Each bread here is freshly made and baked on site. And if you're a bread lover like us, you'll definitely want to check out Lilibet's Pan de Bisaya. We ended up buying every variety they had. not just because we hadn't had breakfast yet, but because we genuinely wanted to try everything. Compared to the usual breads you find in Manila, Pan de Bisaya is softer, sweeter, and packed with real coconut flavor that makes it uniquely Siquijor. If you're visiting the island, make sure to drop by Lilibet's. It's more than just a bakery. It's a cultural experience.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine. Before all that you put me through, I knew that you were trouble, but I let that you were bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You cannot ask me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to.
So guys, we're already here in Salagdoong Beach. Approximately 15 minutes away lang to from Pan de Bisaya. So pagpasok mo dito sa mismong vicinity, meron ditong parking area ng mga motor, mga sasakyan, ganyan. So ang bayad dito, ang entrance fee dito is 50 pesos per head. And meron lang bayad yung parking na 15 pesos. Yan. So overall, 115 yung binayaran namin. Ito siya, yung ticket. Tapos, may gate lang hanggang dun yung parking, and then eto na siya, pababa na yan. Okay. So okay lang din naman kasi hindi naman ganun kalayo yung lalakarin.
Welcome to Salagdoong Beach, one of Siquijor's most iconic and must-visit destinations. Despite its natural beauty, Salagdoong remains surprisingly less crowded than other usual beaches in the Philippines, giving it that rare secret paradise feel even during peak season. The beach is also famous for its cliff diving platforms, which have become a rite of passage for thrill seekers and Instagrammers like us.
Fall into you. I found the rain dripping down your eyes when I'm not around. I found myself, but I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go?
After a quick dip at Salagdoong Beach, we made our way to our next stop, another one of Siquijor's most iconic spots. Chances are you've already seen it all over social media.
Fall into you.
So ayun guys, we're here in Cambogahay Falls. So yung ticket dito, maganda. 50? 50 pesos per head ang ticket nila. So included na dun yung ano? Environmental fee. Yun, included na daw. May onting trek. Medyo hindi ko bet yung idea na may pa-stone na ganito sa hagdanan. Over the time, pag nagbabasa ito, nagiging madulas. Ay, shit, aray. So, kailangan mo tsagain tong trek na to. Kasi medyo mataas siya. So, you have to reserve some energy para pag baba at akyat. Of course, lahat naman halos ng falls may ganito akyatan. Ngayon guys, dito na kami sa... Ito naman yung tuktok, Dad?
Di pa, meron pa doon. Ito natin.
Asa cellphone? Pangalawang taas na to. Meron pa daw doon sa tuktok. Akapin namin agad. Pero, sinaiwan namin yung gamit kasi medyo nakakabigat. I-cover mo pa to para to. Dali mo na lang doon. Cover mo yun. Ano ba doon? Medyo mahirap lang yung mga akyatan. Medyo madulas. Pero aakapin natin yan. So, naging medyo challenging lang yung pag-akyat, lalo na kung hindi maayos yung suot yung sapato. In my case, yun ang pagkakamali ko. Or dapat talaga, aqua shoes. So, yun, medyo marami lang din tao. Gawa nang medyo sumikat na nga siya dahil diba sa social media yung mga fairy walk. Dito kasi yun. So, marami tuloy tao. Pero okay lang. Positive naman kasi for tourism din. Pero in fairness naman, maganda yung falls, maganda yung tubig, and mukhang marerelax naman kami pag nag-swimming kami. Yeah. So, dito na yung final na yung dulo pala. Eto. Doon sa may parang pa-ferry swing. So, doon sa part na yon. So, doon tayo galing. Doon pa sa unahan sa baba. Ayan o. Paakit doon. So, akitin natin yun. Yan ba sa sobrang taas? Tipong tinuyuan levels. Tinuyuan kasi sobrang taas, diba? Saka ang lakas ng tubig. Ito, fair enough.
Gambugahai Falls isn't just a single waterfall. It's a stunning series of cascading tears. One of its most popular attractions is the famous rope swing. And trust us, it's worth trying. Channel your inner Tarzan and swing into the refreshing waters using one of the many rope swings set up by friendly locals. It's a must-do experience, especially for adventure lovers and Instagram fans. You can also hire a local guide or photographer to snap awesome photos of you and your friends while riding a bamboo raft just like this.
And as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, to pass you by. I'm getting down, feeling fine.
while driving papauwi ng Treasure Island Resort, meron kaming nadaanan dito na ayun oh. Parang bayan to. Bayan na to ng San Juan. Pero may nadaanan kami na may mga naliligo. Parang siyang parke na may mga naliligo doon. Lalagay ko dito kung anong pangalan ng lugar na to. Nahanap ko kasi yung karatula. Ang tawag sa lugar na to? Pwede ka palipadan doon dito siguro. Tara.
Ay, mamay ko naman yun, no?
Ay, sorry. Oh no, hindi ko alam kung anong pangalan ng lugar na to. Pili nga tayo sa kanila. Magtitinda ba sila?
Pati ko, mga sa kanila. Nasa City Hall, sige.
San Juan na to. San Juan to. Ayun oh.
O, San Juan.
Ayun oh. Tapat to ng San Juan Municipal Hall. Ayun yung San Juan Municipal Hall. Sa tapat niya, eto. Ano yan?
Kapilay Spring Park.
Oh, ano daw? Dahil pakiulit.
Kapilay Spring Park.
Oh, so this is Kapilay Spring Park. So, ang galing kasi parke siya.
Tapos yan, water spring yan. Siguro from
Oo.
Bukal talaga siya.
Kaya pwede siyang liguan na safe,
Oo,
no?
kasi libre naman.
Kasi yung iba, di ba,
Ang
sa
galing.
parke,
Kasi
pag
hindi
merong mga
nag-reflect
ganyan,
siya.
may mga lamok-lamok na hindi pwedeng liguan. Pero ito, ang dami pati mga foreigners andito. Mga turista, mga foreigners andito sila. Kinagulat kami, ha? Mukha siyang parke. Parke talaga siya, eh. May mga swing doon.
Palis kayo sa park nila.
Oh, panis kayo sa parke nila,
May
merong
free
liguan.
swimming pool.
Oo nga, no? Free siya, guys. Tura ko.
Ayun, tinan mo.
Free yung swimming pool nila
May mga
dito.
foreigner doon.
Daming foreigner dito. Ibig sabihin talagang swimming friendly siya. Tama ba yun? May ganun ba?
Kapilay Spring Park isn't your typical town plaza. It's a natural spring turned public swimming pool, tucked right in the heart of San Juan. The water comes directly from a freshwater spring, so it's cool, and often described by locals as a free natural spa treatment. Even on the hottest days, the water stays refreshingly cold, making it the perfect escape from the heat. And the best part? It's completely free. No entrance fee for both locals and tourists.
So guys, we're back here in Treasure Island. At right now, it's already 4:30. Hapon na at magka-sunset na. We're thinking parang dito sa hotel namin or sa accommodation namin, merong sunset view dito. Kasi we're planning, hindi pa kami nagla-lunch actually. But then, ang dami rin kasi namin kinain kanina ng breakfast, di ba nag-rice kami. Tapos, may tinapay kaming binili sa Pande Bisaya. So, medyo nabusog din kami. So, magka-sunset na in an hour. So, before that, magbabanlaw muna kami para makita namin yung sunset.
You said that you feel lonely, makes you cold as ice.
We got back to our accommodation around 5 p.m., just as the sun was starting to set. If you look closely, you'll notice the tide was already going out, revealing more of the shoreline as the beach shifted to low tide.
Slip by. No way I'd let you say bye.
After a quick shower, we headed out for dinner. But first, we headed to find an ATM to grab some cash. And don't worry, running out of cash in Siquijor isn't a problem at all. There are plenty of ATMs around in the island, so you can easily withdraw whenever you need to. Just like what I mentioned at the start of our vlog, San Juan Siquijor offers a wide variety of resorts and restaurants, which means the nightlife here is very much alive, especially on weekends. It's honestly hard to believe that Siquijor was once labeled the island of aswangs because it's completely opposite of scary. The island gives off such a welcoming and vibrant vibe. You'll see people casually strolling around at night, and plenty of bars and restaurants stay open late. So yes, walking around Siquijor at night feels 100% safe and really enjoyable too. This is the Boulevard area, and this is where we decided to grab dinner.
So guys, we're here in Siquijor Boulevard. Medyo madilim. Kasi nighttime na. Tapos tuwing gabi, open tong boulevard. So meron dito mga food na ino-offer kagaya ng pinakita namin kanina. So nag-order lang kami ng mga food doon kasi we chose na dito mag-dinner. Dahil bukod sa mas mura siya, although hindi siya sobrang mura kung sa level ng karinderya na pricing ha. Pero kasi I think gano'n talaga yung pricing dito along San Juan.
Kasi nga mga foreigners.
O puro foreigners kasi. Plus, lalo na siguro kung kakain kayo sa mga restaurants dito, medyo pricey siya. So, ito na yung best option if magtitipid kayo or nagtitipid kayo. Aside from karinderya, of course. Pero hindi kayo mahanap dito na mga, yung ihaw-ihaw like mga barbecue isaw. Meron sa Gawido, may nakita ko kanina. Pero we decided na dito muna kumain kasi nga, gutom na rin kami, kailangan talaga namin ng kanin. Hindi kami nag-lunch kanina dahil sobrang dami naming ginawa sa gala natin. So, yun, dito muna kami kasi may kanin, may mga ulam. Tapos dito, meron ng bar. So, tingnan natin kung later on, after kumain, baka sumaglit kami ng inom. Kung kaya pa ng time and energy.
Doon sa may bandang parang city na tayo. Kasi yung area doon yung maraming mga tindahan.
Okay.
Kasi dito na to parang street lang parang kung ba si Siargao General Luna. Pero doon yung parang sentro. Punta natin mamaya.
Yeah. So yun, hinintay lang namin yung pagkain and then papakita namin sa inyo kung ano yung mga in-order namin. So guys, ito na yung order namin. So, umorder si Dad ng chili con carne. And then, merong lumpiang gulay. And then, potato salad. Inihaw na liempo. And pesto pasta. Actually, Dad, kulang pa yan. Meron pang chicken. Chicken pa. Pero I think kakain na kami kasi gutom na kami, guys. If you notice, hindi pa tayo nagla-lunch. Wala pa kami na post na lunch kasi hindi talaga kami nag-lunch. Pero ayan, kakain na kami. Ano sa hilo? Good morning. It's our day 3 here in Siquijor. And right now it's 8 a.m. Tama, 8 a.m. na. Kasi 7 a.m. kami nagising. Tapos nag-ayos lang kami saglit. And then eto, lalabas tayo ulit, of course, for another gala. Tutuloy na natin yung mga kailangan pa nating puntahan today. So, dahil maaga-aga pa, mag-breakfast tayo. Maghanap kami ng makakainan. Siyempre, ang aim natin is yung mura lang. Hindi naman natin kailangan kumain sa mamahalin. Kasi, usually, mas masarap din talaga yung mga pagkain kahit dun sa mga mura lang. And of course, para na rin tipid-tipid, diba? Yan. So, labas na tayo ngayon. Kagabi, lakas ng ulan. Actually, nung other night din, malakas din yung ulan. Parang every night ata, umuulan dito. I'm not sure. Pero sa mga nakalipas na gabi namin dito, umuulan siya pag gabi. Tapos mainit naman sa umaga. Pero ngayon, yung kalangitan, hindi siya ganun kanipis, Dad. So, I'm thinking baka magkaroon ng mga ulan serye mamaya. So, Yeah, kailangan lang natin mag-ingat. Actually, sa itim na bag lang, kailangan natin mag-ingat. Kasi yung gray naman, pwede ipasok sa loob ng compartment. So, yun. Ito na pala yung huling day natin na mag-iikot tayo. Kasi bukas, alis na tayo dito sa Siquijor.
Ano oras na alis natin bukas?
Alis tayo ng 10.
Tapos, oo, doon nga pala mag-stay.
So guys, habang naghanap kami ng breakfast, nakaabot kami dito sa may bandang gilid ng munisipyo. Ay, hindi.
Tama,
Gilid ng munisipyo. Tapos, nakakatawa kasi merong
Nakakatuwa.
merong tawag sa ganyan,
May
natural swimming pool na may mga batang naliligo tsaka naglalaba.
ganyan.
Nakakatuwa, tuntuwa na naman ako. Galing. Tsaka linis ng tubig, guys.
Ang linaw, oh.
Linaw.
Parang mas malinaw pa nga yan kaysa yung nandun.
Tawa ako.
This honestly blew my mind. We've never seen anything like this in Metro Manila. It's so refreshing to see crystal clear spring water flowing right beside the road. Just pure, natural beauty in the most unexpected place.
Yan guys, so dito kami sa may roadside. May nakita kami yung tapsilugan na maliit. So dito tayo kakain. Mura-mura lang. Wala ko dito.
Magkano pancit canton?
Tada!
Meron na to. At meron ding tapa. Happy eating. Happy na naman ang breakfast ng mga batang ito. Ito nabili namin sa labas.
20 isa.
20 isa.
Okay na.
Oo, okay.
Okay na, okay.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know my heart beat.
It's our third day here in Siquijor and we're kicking it off with a visit to the Tubod Marine Sanctuary. We parked our motorcycle nearby and walked down on a short alley that led us straight to the beach. We were super excited for this stop because we finally got the chance to explore Siquijor's underwater world. We rented fins and goggles for just 100 pesos each.
Magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher.
After a refreshing dip at the Bod Marine Sanctuary, we headed straight to our second stop, the stunning Pitogo Cliff. Pitogo Cliff is one of Siquijor's best-kept secrets, a dramatic limestone cliff offering breathtaking views and heart-pounding cliff jumping spots. According to locals, the name Pitogo comes from a native tree that grows in the area, making it not just an adrenaline hotspot but also a small botanical gem.
So yun guys, unfortunately, bawal magpalipad ng drone dito. No drone zone. Kasi meron silang in-offer na drone, which is 200 pesos. Ang mahal. Mahal yun. Kasi meron naman kami sariling drone. And in case nga na ngayon na bawal magpalipad ng drone, hindi na lang siguro din kami mag-avail. No, Dad?
Sayang eh. Parang ano eh.
Sayang yung 200 eh.
Parang hypocrite mo, dala kang ano.
Yeah, we have our own drone. Tapos magbabayad kami ng someone to fly the drone for only a few seconds of shot. Hindi siya worth it for us. But all good because we're just gonna take photos and videos around the area. Para mapakita rin namin sa inyo kung itsura ng area. Maganda naman. Although, we don't feel like swimming, di ba? Hindi na. Kasi nag-free diving na rin kami. Gusto na muna namin magpatuyo. You guys, we found a spot here in Pitogo. Meron ditong resort. Ang pangalan ng resort ay
Huwag na yung pupunta ng Pitogo.
Norbeto's Kitchen. So, ang pinaka-reason kung bakit kami magbabayad dito ng entrance is because we wanted to shoot or fly a drone. Dahil doon sa mismong Pitogo, dun sa may no drone zone.
Ganito, cappuccino!
Okay, yan na lang. No drone zone. So, which is weird because kasi gusto namin magpalipad ng drone and we feel like hindi naman siya talaga, I don't know, sabi kasi private property daw kaya bawal magpalipad ng drone. I'm not sure if that's true because kumbaga tourist spot kasi to, so supposedly drone should be allowed, but I don't know. There could probably be some rules also that we need to learn na hindi pa kami aware.
I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the same. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out, you can find me when the lights turn out.
We continued our adventure and made our way to our third stop. The views during our motorcycle ride were absolutely breathtaking. Endless greenery, ocean glimpses, and peaceful roads. It's one of those moments where you truly feel connected with nature, with every turn offering a fresh dose of island beauty.
Okay guys, we're here in the old Balete tree. So, technically may kita mo dito yung Balete tree. So we're gonna go inside to check that out. Nagpark lang si Dad. Meron ditong fast food and restaurant. So, of course, you can dine here kung gusto mo kumain. Pero we're thinking we're not gonna eat here kasi may nakita kami kahapon na pwede rin pagkainan. So, pwedeng doon din.
Welcome to Balete Tree, also known as the Balete Fish Spa. If you're feeling hungry after a day of touring around, this is a great place to stop. They have a restaurant and small food stalls where you can grab a quick bite. But the real highlight here is their famous fish spa, a unique experience you might want to try while you're here. After a quick stop at Balete, we went to our fourth stop right away, which is the Lassie Church. Lassie Church, officially known as San Isidro Labrador Parish Church, is one of the oldest and best preserved Baroque churches in the Philippines. Built in 1884 using coral stones and hardwood, it features a U-shaped convent considered one of the largest and oldest in Asia.
So guys, something happened today. And it's actually my fault. Kasalanan ko siya. Sobrang dami kasi namin dalang, di ba, gamit, mga equipment, ganito, ganyan. So pagbaba dito sa motor, naiwan ko pala yung cellphone ko sa motor. Nakapatong siya sa, upuan. Sa likod ni Dad. And may mga nakakita na mga tao dito, mga lokal, nakita nila may cellphone sa ibabaw ng motor. So ang ginawa, sinurrender nila dito sa may... Yun, so parang may post dito na para sa mga police. Tapos may nag-surrender ng phone ko. Sobrang nakakakalma. Kasi imaginein mo, things like that happen sometimes kahit na minsan ayaw mo siya mangyari. Pero minsan kasi sobrang clumsy na din, naiiwanan yung mga gamit. Pero it's a good thing na yung mga tao dito, so far naman, hindi nila pinagdiskitahan yung cellphone. As in, I'm so thankful na sobrang honest yung mga tao dito. At sinurrender na lang nila yung phone. Hindi sila nag-isip ng masama na kunin yung phone. Kaya, natuwa din ako. So, dahil sa kanya ako. Okay. Saka sobrang saya ako kasi, ito mo na ulit yung phone mo. Ang saya ako kasi dito, siguro dahil nga tourist destination siya. Every tourist spot may mga police na naka-estasyon. So, kapag mga ganito na may ganap na may mga nawalan or may mga insidente, nandyan sila. Kaya laking tulong talaga kapag laging may presence ng mga police sa mga lugar. And thankful ako kasi yung mga tao dito hindi sila masasama na tinake advantage nila na walang nakakakita dun sa phone. Sila pa nagsabi na merong na-surrender dun sa sa police post ng na cellphone daw. Yun, confirm. So thankful naman ako.
After visiting Lassie Church, we made our way to Lugnason Falls. Unfortunately, when we got there, it was closed due to water drought. Not wanting to waste the day, we searched for another nearby waterfall. And luckily, we found one.
Yun, so after Lassie Church, andito na tayo ngayon sa Lagaan Falls, which is 10 minutes away lang from the Lassie Church. So, yan, nag-park lang tayo dito. Right now, it's already 3 p.m. So, sasaglitan lang natin to. Tapos, probably that's it. Balik na rin tayo sa San Juan. But let's see what's inside the Lagaan Falls.
We've arrived at Lagaan Falls. While it's less popular than Cambugahay Falls, Lagaan Falls offers a quieter, more laid-back experience. The falls are smaller, but still beautiful, and getting there requires a 15-minute trek. Don't worry though, the trail is safe and manageable, even for beginners.
After 6 to 10 minutes trekking, we're here in Lagaan Falls. Mas okay dito kasi wala masyadong tao. But yung kulay ng water, greenish na may pagka-brown dahil maulan daw this past few days, which is understandable kasi yun naman talaga ang kulay ng ibang falls talaga kasi galing yan sa bundok eh. So maputik of course, kaya okay lang. So dahil sobrang init na init kami sa biyahe, what we're gonna do is tampisaw talaga malala. As in tampisaw talaga ng malala dahil sobrang pagod at sobrang nainitan kami at ito yung much needed talaga namin, yung magbabad talaga sa malamig at fresh na tubig. Ito talaga yun. Okay, so We'll show you kung ano itsura ng Lagaan Falls. Hindi siya kasing laki ng Cambugahay Falls at hindi siya kasing crowded ng Cambugahay Falls, which is good. Although hindi siya ganun kalaki, but still, ang tranquil lang din niya, and also, mas peaceful kasi siya dahil nga less yung crowd. Actually, ito lang ang mga tao dito. Ayan lang. So, not too many tourists. Kumbaga yung iba, hindi din nila alam yung Lagaan Falls. So, yung iba lang talaga na nagsisearch and talagang naghahanap ng less crowded na lugar dito sa Siquijor. Sila lang talaga yung makakita nitong place. Kasi usually, Cambugahay talaga yung pinupuntahan na falls. So, yun. We'll be staying here for probably 30 minutes, I guess. Kasi hindi naman ako magtatagal. Dahil meron pa tayong last na pupuntahan.
There's not a lot to do at Lagaan Falls, as the area is relatively small. But that's actually part of its charm. You can still have a great time while swimming, rock sliding, and trying out the rope swing. Honestly, I enjoyed my time here even more than at Cambugahay Falls, simply because it was less crowded. The peaceful atmosphere made it easier to relax and truly enjoy the water.
Through you came into my life just like another season, not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this year.
So ito yung order namin. So I have pancit and tinapay. Tapos kay Mami, ayan, sweet and sour chicken ba yan o fish? Fish. Then creamy carbonara. Looks nice. Look.
Yeah.
Magkano to?
150 din?
150 lang, no? Diba?
Kumusta?
Sarap?
Saban na.
Sobra. Di ba mo magkano lang to? 120?
150.
Ay, ito pancit 150 din. No?
Mura na yun dito kasi diba dito wala ka makikita.
Kasi lahat ng kainan dito, pag tumingin ka, yung meal, nasa 300, 295, 280, mga yun. So, nahanap kami dito ng parang local pa rin dalawa na maraming siniserve. Ito, tignan nyo. Nasa tourist spot ka, diba? Hindi mo expect na 150 lang. Sobrang sulit.
Yun, so good morning ulit guys. It's our day 4 here in Siquijor. In fairness, hindi ako maitim sa camera. Unlike ng mga nakaraang trip. Diba na, alam mo, diba? 2 days pa lang tayo sa Balabak. Yung itsura ko sa camera, kala mo, 10 araw na ako naglalango eh. So, yun. Ngayon, 4th day natin. Ito na rin yung araw ng alis natin dito sa Siquijor. Pero syempre, wala tayong sasayanging araw. Wala tayong sasayanging oras. Kayo yung remaining hours natin. Kasi maaga pa eh, alas 7 pa lang. Yung remaining hours, aalis tayo. Meron tayo pupuntahan. Hindi ko muna sasabihin kasi hindi ako sure kung open siya. Mamaya makikita nyo kung saan tayo pupunta. Again, hindi ko muna sasabihin kasi hindi ako sigurado kung open. So, baka mapahiya lang ako sa inyo. So, ayun. Pero ngayon, lalabas muna kami. Bibili muna kami ng ticket sa port. Kasi mahalaga na makasecure kami ng tickets. At least para hindi na kami nangangapa pagbalik dito. Or hindi na kami masyadong parang clueless sa oras ng alis ng barko. So, kailangan ready na. So yun, lalarga na kami. Meron pa kaming motor until alas 12 naman yan. So, yan. Alis na tayo ulit. At let's see kung maabutan natin yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. So guys, we're now here in Siquijor, near Siquijor Port, and we're in front of Saint Francis of Assisi Parish Church. So dito rin yung iconic na welcome to Siquijor signage.
Shot mo na, walang tao.
So yan.
If you're planning to visit Siquijor, I highly recommend booking your Fastcraft tickets online. The ticketing office can get super crowded, especially with a growing number of tourists heading to the island. Save yourself the hassle and secure your spot in advance. We originally planned to get tickets for a 9 a.m. Fastcraft, but due to the long lines at the ticketing office, all trips up to 12 p.m. were already fully booked. The only option left was 2 p.m. regular Roro, which meant a non-air-conditioned, slower boat. But we didn't mind. We took it as a sign that we still had time to explore one more spot here in Siquijor. Since it was only 11 a.m., we had a good 3 hours to spare. So we decided to drive to Cantabon for a unique local experience, the traditional Siquijor Hilot.
Right before the light, stay with me tonight. Far from the fading light, we can leave it all behind. Just breathe and feel.
Welcome to Balay Pahuli, also known as Siquijor's Healing Huts. This place is all about preserving the island's generational healing practices, passed down through generations. Even well-known personalities have come here to try the tuob and traditional hilot. The tuob is free, but donations are encouraged, while the hilot costs 300 pesos. What's special here is the oil they use. It's not your usual spa oil. It's a locally formulated haplas oil, with no scent but a warm, soothing feel on the skin. It's truly one-of-a-kind wellness experience rooted in Siquijor's cultural heritage.
Pero pwede pumunta sa pwede. Bawal yung pasal.
Wala pa ng luha, mag-apil pa nito.
Guys, if ever you're wondering where we are right now, we are in Balay Pahuli or Balay Pahuli. Ito yung mismong lugar na kilala dito sa Siquijor, kung saan pwede ka magpatuob or suob at pwede ka rin magpahilot sa tradisyonal na hilot na meron tayo ngayon dito sa Siquijor. So nakita nyo, pinausukan tayo, yun yung tuob or suob. And then meron pa silang isang ina-offer na hilot, traditional hilot, para tanggalin yung mga lamig sa katawan. Masarap sa feeling yung tuob, to be honest. Hindi kami pinagpawisan, diba? we thought na baka pagpawisan kami. Pero actually, hindi. Nakakagaan siya ng pakiramdam. Lalo na meron silang nilagay sa ilalim na parang pausok.
Tapos ang bango niya.
Bango.
Very therapeutic yung amoy.
Yeah, therapeutic yung smoke. Hindi siya nakakairita sa ilong. Tapos you've also seen sa loob na marami siyang iba't ibang klase ng oils. Pero I'm assuming yun yung tinatawag na haplas. Yung oil na tinatawag na haplas or panghaplas. So nilagyan tayo dito sa noo, sa sentido, tapos sa batok, tapos parang hinipan na yung likod, and it felt really good kasi ang lamig sa pakiramdam. Did you feel that? Yung parang lumamig yung pakiramdam mo nung hinipan na. So yun, after this we're just waiting, we're in line kasi magpapahilot tayo.
For us, this was one of the most unique experiences we had in Siquijor. It's a genuine tradition, carefully preserved and passed down through generations. While the road to Balay Pahuli can be a bit challenging to navigate, it's definitely worth the trip. Balay Pahuli was also our last stop in Siquijor. After heading back to our hotel, we grabbed our bags and made our way to Siquijor Port to catch the 2 p.m. Roro trip back to Dumaguete Port. But don't go just yet. Our trip isn't over. Stay tuned for our next vlog where we'll take you on a food crawl in Dumaguete. So for now, hanggang dito na muna. We're off to the next stop. See you!
Side, babe.